Chosen One Collective. July 3rd. The universe is setting you free. There is a kind of captivity that does not look like captivity at all from the outside. The kind built not from bars but from habits, fears, and old agreements you made with yourself so long ago that you no longer remember agreeing to them. You have been carrying a version of yourself shaped by what you were afraid would happen if you did otherwise, and that version has functioned, for longer than you would like to admit, as a quiet kind of confinement. Tomorrow, much of this country will celebrate a freedom secured generations ago through enormous cost. Tonight is a fitting moment to ask what freedom is still waiting to be claimed inside your own life. Freedom that has already been secured but has not yet been fully walked into. Think about an animal that has lived its entire life inside a small enclosure. One that has long since lost the impulse to test the boundary even after the boundary has been removed. It continues pacing the same limited territory out of habit, not because anything is actually still containing it, but because the old shape of containment became indistinguishable from identity. You may have been doing something similar, pacing the same limited territory of who you believe you are allowed to be, long after whatever originally enforced that limitation lost its actual power over you. The fence came down. You may not have noticed yet because you stopped testing it a long time ago. Consider the specific agreements you made with fear, often years ago, often in response to a single difficult moment that taught you a lesson you then applied far beyond what that moment actually warranted. You were hurt once, so you decided never to be that vulnerable again, and that decision quietly became a cage around every relationship since. You failed once publicly, so you decided never to attempt anything that risked being seen failing again, and that decision became a cage around every ambition since. These agreements made sense in the moment they were formed. They have not made sense for a long time now, and they have continued operating only because no one challenged their authority to keep operating. The freedom being offered to you now is not permission to do whatever you want without consequence. It is something more specific and more valuable than that. It is release from agreements that were never actually serving you, agreements built from fear rather than truth, agreements you have outgrown but kept honoring out of sheer habit. The universe is not handing you recklessness. It is handing you the keys to a door you forgot you were allowed to open. A door that was never actually locked from the outside, only from within. Think about what you would do differently this week if the old fear no longer had a vote. The conversation you would finally have. The risk you would finally take. The version of yourself you would finally stop hiding in favor of presenting whoever feels safest to other people. None of that requires anyone's permission except your own, and the permission you have been waiting for has, in a sense, already been granted. What remains is simply the decision to walk through the door rather than continuing to pace in front of it the way you have for so long. There is a reason freedom is something that has to be walked into rather than something that simply happens to you while you remain still. A door being unlocked does not move you through it. You still have to take the step. The universe clearing the way is not the same thing as the universe carrying you across the threshold without your participation. The clearing has happened. The threshold is in front of you. What happens next requires you to actually move. As this nation prepares to mark its own independence tomorrow, let tonight mark something quieter but no less significant in your own life. Let it be the night you noticed the fence had already come down. Let it be the night you stopped pacing the same limited territory and tested, finally, just how far you are actually free to go. Close your eyes for a moment and receive these words. Whisper. The universe is setting me free. I release the old agreements made from fear instead of truth. I am no longer contained by what used to limit me. The fence has come down and I am walking through it. I am free, and I receive that freedom fully, starting now. The door was never as locked as it felt. The fence is no longer there. Walk forward into the freedom that has already been secured for you. It has been waiting for you to simply take the step. This is Chosen One Collective. We will see you tomorrow.